If you've ever had fears of selling your home, then you're not alone. I got to do a little interview with one of my past clients to talk through some of those fears and what it was like to sell their home. Hey, it's James Renfro. If you live in San Diego or you're thinking about moving here, I cover everything you need to know about living in America's finest city. And I have people calling me all the time looking to buy or to sell. So if you need help making a move, give me a call, shoot me a text. I've got your back. Now, let me give you a behind the scenes look at the interview I got to do with one of my past clients, Lon. So the first question that we got to ask Lon is, what fears did you have about actually getting your home sold?
Not getting the price that I liked to have, and also bad service from having a bad realtor.
Lon wanted to get her price. She was worried about not getting the amount of money that she wanted for her property. And she was also worried about hiring the wrong person, about getting bad service. When I met with her, she wanted to get $900,000 for her condo. There hadn't been any property sold for a couple of years in her complex, and she was concerned about that. And that was the number that she was really looking for, was $900,000. But in my interview with her, she said that I'd be more than happy if you could make me a millionaire. So, and then obviously her second worry was hiring the wrong person. Lon's actually in the business. She is a lender. She's a mortgage broker for a large lender here in town. And she actually in the past has sold her own properties, but she was really looking to get top dollar and wasn't sure that she was able to do that. So decided to interview agents in an effort to make sure she could make that happen. So the second question we got to ask was, how did you find James?
Very interesting. I saw him doing door knocking door to door in my neighborhood one day as I drove out of my driveway.
So I actually met Lon when I was walking around her neighborhood knocking on doors. And the reason I was knocking on doors is because I had another house listed for sale, actually not in her condo complex, but in the same master plan community. We were having an open house, and when we have an open house, we actually have an open house event. So it starts out on the first day where we invite all the neighbors over for a lunch and kind of snacks and a meet and greet. The reason we do that is because a lot of times we find buyers from people in the neighborhood who are looking to move their family or friends close to them. And so I met Lon just doing exactly that. And there's not too many realtors that actually door knock anymore, but I found over years that it really works well. The third question we got to ask Lon is, what did James do differently?
The door to door was very impressive. I didn't think that anybody is still doing that.
Lon was impressed with the fact that I was out door knocking, and she hadn't seen anybody do that for quite some time. And to be frank, I love to door knock. It is kind of old school. A lot of people don't like to answer their doors the same way that maybe they have in the past, but I find it a great way to go and meet people. I have definitely found buyers for my sellers that way. There's not really a better place to door knock than in San Diego. So winter or summer, it's a great place to do it. And it's super fun too. I meet a lot of really great people while I'm out doing that. Okay, so question 4, how did James handle the process?
Very thoroughly, professionally, on point. He had his ducks in a row.
Thoroughly, professionally,
Very
ducks on a row,
and courteous.
professionally, courteous,
and very accessible when I need.
helpful, and accessible. So I've been selling real estate for a long time, and I have a process for everything. I make sure that I cross all my T's and dot my I's, and I have a long list of what we do to actually get a home sold. And it's the same every time. So we don't ever miss a step because we literally have a checklist that we go along in that checklist, it starts with a professional photographer, then it's, just producing all the artwork that goes along with that, sending out flyers, making the brochures, having our television clip edited. The list is a long list, and we make sure that everything is done on that list. As far as professionally and courteously, I'm a person that believes in answering my phone. I want to make sure my clients are satisfied, and so one of the first things I do when I have a new client is make sure that their name is in my contact list, so I know that it's them calling, and that way I try to never miss a phone call and always looking to fulfill my clients' needs. So the very last question we got to ask Lon is, why would you recommend James?
His professionalism, he basically under-promise and over-deliver. He's very accessible when I have questions. He knows what he's doing, and you can tell that he enjoys what he's doing. He's right for the job, he's in the right business, he's a people person, and I love working with James.
That is super sweet. I love working with Lon too. I do actually love my job. She hit on a couple of points there. One, I under-promise and over-deliver. And so the backstory on that for me is I grew up watching Star Trek as a kid, believe it or not, and Captain Kirk always was running into problems, right? And then his engineer, Scotty, he'd say, "Scotty, we need warp power in 2 minutes or we're all gonna die." And Scotty would say, "I can't do that, Captain. I need 20 minutes. But sure enough, every time Scotty would over-deliver, he'd get Captain Kirk what he needed and he'd save the day every time. And so I kind of model my business after that. I don't promise things I can't deliver. I always make an effort to be real with my clients and make sure they understand, what the truth is about the sale, and if we can achieve better than that, then we do. And so in Lon's case, she was hoping that she would get $900,000 for her property. We listed it at $899. We did what I do every time. So we had the open houses, we did all the marketing and everything that we said that we would do. And at the end of those open houses, we had 3 offers on the property, and we were able to pit those offers against each other. And you may have remembered in the beginning of the video, she said that she really wanted to become a millionaire. We actually ended up accepting that offer at $1,010,000. So it was actually $111,000 over her asking price, and she's a happy client. I'm here to serve families just like hers and just like yours. So if someone is looking to make a move, I've got their back. Thanks for sticking around. I hope this video was helpful and you were able to work through some of your own hesitations about selling your home. If you have questions about your own specific situation, give me a call, shoot me a text, and let's talk. I'm just a call away. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.